about like getting out of your own way is very hard to do.
Right, yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, wow, really interesting match here. Kazu visiting from, I believe, California, right?
I don't know
maybe not.
nowadays. I'm not sure.
Whiskers, resident Yoshi main, definitely the best Yoshi in Tri-State, I want to say, right? Comfortably.
Who else?
Bizim, I know, is somewhere,
true.
I think, in Massachusetts, I think.
Well, Whiskers has some Naxos High Club wins under his belt. I think they were season 0, but still.
Yeah, and he's played a lot of Rio Beat over the years, so he's not unfamiliar with the matchup. Don't know how familiar Kazu is, so we're going to have to see if that ends up making a difference.
Okay. Oh, next. Oh, hell yeah. So I'm gonna stay on and play next because I don't give a fuck, bro.
Nice.
I'm playing next, so I am staying. I love you, Greg.
All right, here we go. Hand warmers? Looks like hand warmers.
Whiskers practicing his full hops. Pretty cool. Wait, what?
Is this? No, this is hand warmers. This is
Okay.
hand warmers. I know, they started approaching and I was like, what is going on here?
Give him the thumbs up, like that was a good fair. You see that forward air, pretty cool. So Kalamazhu, he had his real limelight, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not the type of commentator that knows what tournament that was.
But it was around that time.
But it was around that time where he was just he was taking it. That was when Mac D was the second best Peach.
Right.
And Kalamazhu was coming up as a challenger to that title.
And famously, you'll remember when Armada was still playing, there was a, I forget which one it was, where Kazu like had a notepad and everyone was, the camera zoomed in on him with his notepad. So definitely a student of the game, can't argue that. Well, let's see if he studied Yoshi. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's a whole different beast is this character. And long gone are the days of thinking Yoshi's unviable. We've grown past that thanks to our boy Amsa right there.
Big
a
parry.
huge tech. That parry is huge in this matchup. But again, this matchup is not great for Yoshi. Peach has a lot in her kit that deals with Yoshi's strengths, but wow, love that bait.
Huge bait. It's one of those. It's almost an unfamiliarity thing where you don't know what's safe and what's not on pressure, right? But if you don't know what Marth matchup, down tilt, you can sort of back up before you'd expect to. Same with Yoshi, where he does aerials and you're like, oh, it's my turn. When in actuality, forward smash brings him back, and that bait works a lot.
Right. So I think Kalamazhu might want to start learning about that. Oh,
wow.
Was that was a power shield, not right?
That was a power shield into a grab.
Into a regrab. And so yeah, Whiskers, that forward smash, and throwing in a lot of up smashes too, which is pretty interesting. It's just a big old head.
It's a big old hitbox. Sometimes you gotta keep it
giant
simple.
Dome. Yeah.
And you saw even just a second ago where Whiskers did the exact same thing, a back air into forward smash, and Kazu already adapted and he didn't approach after the back air. So definitely gonna have to keep tricks coming if Whiskers wants to win the set convincingly. So far not having too much of a problem. Pretty comfortable lead right now.
For sure. I think Whiskers one of those players that has, not only does he have a lot of tricks, but his fundamentals are seriously on point. And when it comes to the macro game, the strategy, all these things, he's not just a tricky little Yoshi guy. He's really one of the better players in our region that happens to play Yoshi.
Exactly. No, that's a great way to put it.
And that's really impressive, especially considering that like people have had time to adapt to him in region. And Kalamazhu's really getting punished here for just trying to take his stage, for trying to establish some sort of game. Whiskers is not giving him really anything. Yeah.
He's really taking his time here, which is the right thing to do. You want to milk this lead and just slow the game down and just trade hits and you don't want that big swing, so you play it slow.
Yeah, and Whiskers doing really good. That platform cancel is kind of funny. Yeah. Whiskers doing a great job of encroaching on Kalamazhu's space. And right there, can't even get a solid hit in without getting punished for it.
So ready for the double jump cancel into armor. Yeah. Nice by Kazu there, waiting for the float to be close to the ground so he can catch shield drop. I think Whiskers like a little early there, but okay. Whoa, just missed there. And that bait is so counterintuitive, right? Because you got to change your entire playstyle to be like, oh, bad double jump, but that doesn't really apply to you.
Nope, not at all. And now Whiskers just coming right back, throwing those forward airs out, just not really letting up on any of this pressure. You kind of have to take that hit there.
Yeah, you really do.
There's nothing really to do.
And that's fine, right? You take 13% to, get back some semblance of control. That's fine. That's a calculated take.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Ooh,
That would have killed.
That would have killed. That would absolutely would have killed. So execution test mixed in here too. Double jump cancel that just so the fair wouldn't kill him.
And Kalamazhu is
Really having trouble getting in here.
could not have said it better. It's like
he's really just not able to get in here. I think it's just okay. There you go. Caught him coming down with the double jump. Okay, in there. Okay.
yeah, but Whiskers having that Ryobi practice, we've seen Ryobi among one of the best Peaches in the world. It's very good practice to have.
Oh yeah.
And it's not one of those like typical, oh, they're from the same region they play. Like they come to this tournament a lot and they end up playing. So Whiskers knows how to deal with Peach's stuff, and I think more impressively knows how to maximize the damage on these opportunities.
Oh, a little too low there.
I think an up air is probably going to kill at this point.
Yeah, nice. They're not quite going to do it, but I think this game is more or less a foregone conclusion. I mean, KZ has to play perfectly here to not kill it. Should be up air? Yep, that should be it. So what is the deal here, right? So like for me, when I play Sheik, like when I play this matchup, you just hit Yoshi and then you back up because you just don't know when they're going to double jump and armor you, right?
Yep.
And if you just stay away and you use your range, then you really don't have that much risk anymore, right?
I think there's a general rule with Yoshi that you threaten, you scare, and then you punish.
Right.
So Yoshi is pretty committal with a lot of his options. See how he had to go into a shield after that and start rolling.
Right.
That's like your opportunity. It's not free because Yoshi and shield is still super slippery.
Yeah.
But you see, that is what Kalamazhu needs, is these strong punishes, and then once he has center stage and Yoshi's in a corner, you can really get a lot out of it. So I think what was hard about Battlefield as a stage was just that once Whiskers is in, and he's able to take that top platform and threaten with really fast, kind of descending areas. I was trying to find the word descending.
What's the word? Dropping, falling? Yeah.
I wanted to sound super good, but it took too long. Once that's gone, oh, love that.
Yeah, gotta tech that if you're expecting a down smash. And you know, for anyone else, that's surprising, that no tech, right? And you're like, oh, down smash, but you know, like Whiskers has done that DI mix-up and that tech trap mix-up so many times he's ready for the no tech.
Right.
I think a second ago it was 50% each, but all of a sudden KZ's down another 100%.
KZ, I think he's starting to get the hang of where the threatened zones are. It might be also just a Dreamland thing. Oh, you gotta punish those though.
Yeah. And he really just needs to stop Yoshi from getting that top platform because he can't really contest all the double jumps are reactable, right? He needs to catch Yoshi going up or he needs to catch Yoshi coming down. Otherwise, if he takes safe shield pressure, Yoshi's just going to dip and go back up and rinse and repeat. He needs to find the middle ground and sort of thread the needle and get that opening.
Yoshi definitely in, well, not even in kill range though. That's the thing. It's like he's such a chunky guy that, you know, even like that, you're going to need a few more hits.
Yeah, that's not even close, right? He's good. Still got double jump here.
Fair.
That's the nice thing, right? If you go high and they have to fade back to make sure they can cover everything, you just down B and you get ledge instead.
Yeah.
Yoshi's recovery actually pretty good. And I rank it among the better one, that crazy sweet spot. This is where KZ needs to close. He just can't let him keep chucking, you know, turn eggs like that.
Yeah, I mean, Yoshi, oh wow. Worth?
I mean, he was at 160, 170.
Dot eyes can change, kind of just tosses it.
Yeah, you see this, right? He's just rinsing and repeating, taking some safe shield pressure and backing up, taking hits, and then running away.
Yep.
Right? Casey really needs to find an opening and stick to it, but it's so hard with Yoshi. Now back to top, takes a hit. And Casey just not able to find the answer with this big stage here. I wonder why he decided to come here.
I think it's good. No, I think it's the right move. It's just when, I wonder what you do when maybe it's not, because that top platform is like just really hard to deal with.
Yeah, and you see he's getting these loose hits, but like Whiskers is making these hits count so much more.
That was weird.
He's gonna roll away, expecting top platform. Right, and like he's just trying to find him on the way down, but it's so hard because, you know, Whiskers isn't sleeping. He's looking to see when Peach jumps. He's looking for the reactions. So he's just really got to find something to work here. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a solution for KZ here.
Now? All right, he said wait for after this. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just a slow grind. Half the clock down here, or is it 7 minutes here at HNC? Maybe 7 minutes.
Oh, DQ Ryobi. Just after this set. Cool. Little does he know, I'm going to go Yoshi as well.
There we go. There, that should be, I think no jump, right? Okay, yes, jump. Hail Mary forward air, but no punish.
I wonder how good turnips are also. It's funny, like, it's such a hard matchup to understand, really, because on paper, Peach really wins, and then you put Whiskers in the position to just camp out, and now this is honestly on pace for a timeout.
Experience is really showing here, just like the amount of raw Peach experience Whiskers has, and presumably the lack of experience that Kalamazhu has in this matchup. Nice,
Wow.
switch for the roll.
Yeah, he needed that.
When you see the adaptation slow, this game's a lot closer than the first one.
That's a stitch. Oh my
Okay,
god, that
good
almost
roll,
hit.
yeah. I think he read that roll too, but Yoshi's roll has some like weird properties that I don't know the specifics of, but it always feels a little hard to punish.
That crouch cancel seemed like the saving grace. I guess that's why he's throwing out so many fairs to break crouch cancel, but coming down with the nair against Peach at low percents, you should be able to get hard punishes off it. Uh-oh.
Soft nair. Takes the percent, backs up, goes back top platform.
And also what you said to the experience, I think the punish game is just not quite there for Kalamazhu.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are a lot of difficulties in comboing Yoshi, namely, you know, the double jump armor
Right.
is a thing, but okay, he's starting to threaten the top platform a lot more, though.
Yeah, that might be the answer. Throwing those turnips up there to occupy a little bit of the space. I mean, it's not a perfect solution because obviously turnips don't cover that much.
Or just
but
double jumping, like trying to meet him up there.
Yeah.
Because I think Whiskers going, it's hard for him to kind of go underneath. Y'all, that's caught him on the way down.
Ooh, that was going to up there. Maybe would have hit. So really close here. I think they're going to try to slow it down. Wow, huge call out to the dip.
I love that. You cover that low option, and then he would be able to come back and threaten with up air.
Yeah, and surprisingly safe, right? So like covers multiple things, just looks deceptively committal. Oh, big. Here the tricks come out, right? And this is something that I've talked to a lot of top players about, where you want to save a lot of your really.
Oh wow.
Whoa. Oh, dash attack just kills.
All right, so we had a minute 40. There's a world where this ends in a timeout.
You think so? I think they're going to interact just enough where this is not going to reach it, but I can see what you're saying.
We'll see. We'll see what Whiskers wants to do, but
Huge shield
he's
pressure.
definitely the helm of the ship right now.
Yeah. He's the one approaching, which is the weird thing. I think he just mixed it up because before he was camping top left, but now he's really putting on some pressure. Okay, never mind. I lied.
Yeah. No, I mean, he is mixing it up, but this is the best, I think, like, standard game plan.
Yep. Down smash there.
Wow, barely outspaced that down smash. That would have been big.
Double jump. Let's cover this. Down tilt. Oh, tries to grab ledge there, I think, at the last second, but a little too slow.
I wonder if Keizu just missed the timing on that grab or if it's actually safe on shield.
Yeah, right up to the top.
I'm telling you, man, look, this is coming down to the wire.
I mean, oh, okay. No double. Oh, just float, right? No jump. Doesn't matter. Float's too good. Whoa, that's dangerous. That should be it.
Wow, what a set. And I got